When they thought that mankind's king soundly in the graveyard slumbered, words incredible, unnumbered, through the land crept whispering. Fables deep in time's abyss, from oblivion resurrected, champions in their rest ejected from the dim necropolis. Women from their hidden prison, heathen kings from the sepulchre, all the peasants said had risen, forth to flee, and find themselves here, New York City. It's the year of our Lord, 1995, and it's about midday on October 26th. Where we find a police station, the 13th precinct, and in one of the offices labelled that of Captain Jules Matheson, you see two figures. One is the captain himself, late 40s, slightly overweight, balding, thick salt and pepper beard, and he's in his full Class A's with his gun prominently bulging out from under his jacket. But who is the other person? And who is playing them? That starts with you, Fisto.
So I'm just standing next to the captain.
You're standing on the other side of his desk. He's just called you in here for something.
I'm Officer O'Connor, just standard patrol officer who's been called to too many of these scenes.
Captain looks up at you. I assume you have heard the latest.
That
Dr. Gould, Dr. Gooley thinks two stiffs are linked. And now the DA has gone over my head. We're pulling in Fed boys.
are they the spooks? I'm assuming the rest of them are in the room.
No, no. This is just the introduction to you.
Oh, okay. How many spooks are we talking about then?
5, 6, maybe. With you. With you and McGonagall. And of course, myself heading this task force. We've got to deal with this before Boulder loses his shit. Yeah, I said you. I need someone reliable on this. Someone I can trust. It's not going to be some... Can keep an eye on any cowboy bullshit these Washington suits to try to do.
I really appreciate you picking me for this.
That sarcasm, O'Connor?
Of course not. No, never. You're my captain.
Good. We're expecting them to land. We're expecting them at City Hall around about 8 p.m. Some of these, some of them are more local. For some godforsaken reason, Fed boys want to bring in. You watch vampire shows, O'Connor?
No.
Good. They want to bring in an expert on vampires.
Did they say what specifically tipped them off that they need to get involved in the first place?
Boulder. It's the start of his re-election campaign, so
Mm.
he's been keeping extra careful eyes on what's going on. That's what I need you for most of all. Careful eyes. One thing that we catch this freak. Another, make sure if any lines are crossed, I'm the only one that hears about it. Keep the goddamn press out of this as much as you can, and keep the feds obedient.
I'll do my best.
Dismissed. And we go from that police station to, let's see, you put full details of this here. Yeah. To a large house on the waterfront outside Manhattan, but only as far as Long Island. Who do we see as the phone starts to ring?
You see a woman sitting by herself in a big empty house with very little to make it distinguishable that someone actually lives here. Furniture furnished and decorated akin to that of a vacation home, yet the personal affects of someone living there are visible. You see in question a gaunt, snewy figure with frizzled hair casually tied back without care. She's got a cauliflowered right ear and a distant gaze that flicks to the phone as it rings.
Does she answer?
She looks at it for a moment, contemplates not answering it, and then remembers the contract she has with the Federal Bureau of Investigation and how much it pays her. So she gets up and answers the phone.
Dr. Lancaster. It's Dr. Conrad. We worked together on the Heartstopper killings.
Oh, I suppose you need my work again?
Yes, as a particularly unusual one. And it's right in your backyard, just over in Lower Manhattan. I'm authorized to offer you double your usual fee for this.
Oh, that's a bit pricey, but I suppose if it's only around the corner, I go and give it a look. What are the details?
It We're assembling a full task force to take care of it. The briefing is at 8 p.m. sharp, New York City Hall. It would be sooner, but I need to fly in myself.
Understood. I'll get dressed and I'll be down at the city hall as soon as possible.
I'll have a car outside in... Is an hour good for you?
Yeah, I can get ready in an hour.
Well, as we leave Dr. Lancaster, but our last two, I do believe you had both decided you were in the FBI office in New York, yes?
Correct.
I could not convince Stray to be a Yinzer.
So, what would you two be doing? I suppose Russ and Jim, you've just been called to the special agent in charge's office. He's a small man, pencil moustache, hair in an anxious comb over, and a suit that perhaps once was the right size, but is now about 2 sizes too big. And who is it that has been called into the office?
On the one hand, you have a man entering middle age with no particular grace, on the short side and built as wide as a bull, still muscled like one too. Habitual cowboy hat covering a receding hairline, complemented by a string tie and a jacket that does little to conceal an oversized handgun slung on his hip. Currently is slapping Russ on the back and shoulder, trying with no particular enthusiasm to conceal the kick me sign he has just planted there.
Russ is average height with brown hair and hazel eyes. Russ Spade appears to be an almost painstakingly manicured stereotype of a federal agent. Off the rack, black suit, black tie, white undershirt, black shoes. The only part of his appearance that belies anything other than a government issue gumshoe is a pale, drawn face with dark circles ringing his obsessive, furtive eyes.
Ah, Special Agent Spade, Special Agent Saunders.
Boss,
E-
what can we do for you?
Exciting news for you, gentlemen. You have a new case.
Fantastic.
Did you catch this morning's newspaper?
I did not.
Well, I don't read that trash anymore.
Well, here. He hands over a copy of this morning's New York Times with large, the large headline: "Two murders in Soho." There's not much detail, just that. Do you take the time to give it a quick skim?
Russ will
Jim will
pick up the screen.
Two,
go ahead.
I was waiting for the GM.
Yeah, that's what I said. Go ahead.
it's two young women. One killed the night of the 24th, one killed the night of the 25th. Identities and details have yet to be released by the police.
Alright. Why aren't the local Flatfoot setting this one up then? This isn't across state lines.
The district attorney has friends in high places, and given some unusual details of the killings, he believes it to be at the beginning of a serial murderer.
Don't you need
Unusual.
to have two different events for it to be a serial?
Oh yes, the night of the 24th and then the night of the 25th is two different events, Saunders. I know the military doesn't teach you counting, but I didn't think they'd blown off that many fingers.
We'll snatch the paper from Russ and actually look at it for once. Alright,
So,
alright.
did they tell you what was unusual about it?
No, this is from over my head. We've got bigwigs coming in from Washington. But they wanted two of my best. And you two, well, Ross is. And Saunders, you work best with him out of everyone in the office.
Jim doesn't
So-
even respond to that one.
You are being assigned to this task force. Dr. Conrad, have you heard of him? You can both make knowledge rolls if you like.
Knowledge rolls, you say? Oh yeah, that is a whole
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
My first roll of the campaign, oh boy. Oh, hey, I did it.
knowledge. Where? What?
It's at the
It's on your
top,
character sheet. It's
under
yeah,
characteristics.
it's the no
Oh,
roll.
knowledge.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
So yes, both of you know of Dr. Blake Conrad. He is an FBI consultant who works in criminal profiling, as well as profiling to identify. He tracks and treats violent offenders and murderers. He's quite well known in academic circles for his lectures, and he is particularly good at this job. Spade, you know a bit more about him because of something in your background. Dr. Conrad, you and he might actually have met at some point, and you don't get along. He makes it a bit. Yeah, he's been in pursuit of real magic in the past, like evidence behind any of the occultic claims and legends in history.
Ugh.
But he, somewhat unsurprisingly, he's never found any, and that has just made him a bit bitter about the whole thing. So now he's quite contemptuous of your degree, and well, now makes it his job to expose frauds and charlatans. And once he has found them, help whoever they conned sue them for everything they own.
A very bitter James Randi.
Yes.
Yeah, some fucking upstate nerd.
A bitter fantasist.
So what, you want us to babysit him? Dead silence. Cool.
Merzendi's to
Oh,
add.
Merz crashed.
Yes. Well,
Just
perhaps
found
the yes. But perhaps the best profiler in the bureau. Regardless, until this new killer is caught, you work for him. And the first job is the task force is going to be meeting at City Hall at 8 p.m.
Alright, alright. Starting off with a press conference?
A briefing of all task force members. There are some that are having to come in from further out.
There's a slight thank God sigh from Jim.
Fun enough.
I don't expect you to be press-facing, Saunders. God knows I hope you aren't. But
We don't need a repeat of last time.
yes, quite.
So, Chief, did they tell you who these kids are?
Not much detail. As I said, most of this is going over my head, but looking at... First victim was Wendy Hughes, 27 years old. Second, Laurie Atkinson, 22 years old. Both women with their full prime ahead of them. So, I'm not going to expect you to bring this one in alive, Saunders. But do try.
I can make no guarantees. But maybe your favorite nerd will find him before we do. Saunders will just tip his hat and get ready to leave. Ain't no woman killer getting away with this shit on his watch.
If you have any other questions, I expect Dr. Conrad will be able to... Oh, and one more thing, Saunders, this should please you. The local side of the task force is being headed up by Captain Matheson. If I remember right, you two were in Nom at the same time.
So that's where they've been storing the monster. Yeah, I don't think you're getting this one alive, Chief. Just so you know.
Well, it'll be Dr. Conrad you need to answer to, and the DA. Don't go getting yourself fired over this.
Make no
Golly.
guarantees.
Russ will put take the newspaper from Jim and toss it back on the desk and head out, dropping the kick me sign in the waste bin on his way. Where was the meeting?
City Hall. If you see
Where
where I
is-
have already put your tokens.
Oh, we're tiny. Got it.
Yes, I didn't want to make this map super big, but it's also New York City, so. Uh, being that you are all locals, I suppose. Are you going to do anything before the time of the task force briefing?
Well, yeah, we're going to McDonald's.
It's a ritual before every case.
Everyone meets each other standing in line at McDonald's without knowing each other.
The thing is, I imagine Lucie would very much be like, okay, top job to do, and just go straight there and just sit and wait at the city hall until 8 o'clock.
5 hours early.
Real life, but there's still waiting.
Wow. Does she
You
bring
read
a
the
book?
backstory. No, she just sits there, stares off the distance, and waits. She occasionally looks down at her watch, and then goes back to just looking off in the distance. You read her backstory. She has no life.
Yes, but no one else has yet, so discovering quite how fucked up she is a bit of a treat. And yeah, if no one has anything important to do, we can move forward to time. Lucie, at about 7:30, they let you into the room, so you don't just have to sit in the waiting room.
She goes in. She just finds a spot towards the middle and sits.
Does everyone show up on time?
Yeah.
That depends
Fat
entirely
boys?
on if Russ keeps track of time.
Yes. Sorry, I was typing.
Fair enough. Yeah. You'll arrive variously just a few minutes before 8 o'clock, and yeah. O'Connor, Matheson will tell you to go scope out the Fed boys. He's got a meeting with. Yeah, he's going to be meeting with DA Boulder and this Dr. Conrad before the briefing starts in full.
Oh. Okay, I'll see if I can track them down.
Uh, they should. They should be here by now, so briefing room is gonna be there. I'll be in one of the attached offices. Apparently Boulder does want us to start with a press report. Ugh.
I failed you, I'm sorry.
Yeah. This ain't your fault. One day you'll get promoted to having to eat this shit.
Don't say that.
So, the four of you will be in the room together, and one more person slips in just 1 minute before 8 o'clock. He's a very tall, thin man with a closely trimmed goatee beard. He's very pale. He's wearing dark tinted glasses and a strange East Asian cap. And
Of course he is.
as he enters, he gives all of you a nod and takes off a long black leather coat. Any of you can make spot hidden rolls on him.
Uh,
Time to reveal he's the vampire.
1 second, as I look for my spot hidden value.
And do remember to please use the macro I made rather than the sheet roll, because
Oh.
again, the sheet roll doesn't let you put in modifiers.
Where's the macro?
It's in macros. It's set as visible to all players. Yes. You all of you except Lucie see that his arms have quite a lot of scars on them. Do any of you have first aid or medicine trained?
Funnily enough, I do, but I didn't see shit, so.
Yeah.
I have first aid as a tag skill, but I didn't actually put any points into it.
Oh,
I
yes,
put points into it.
all right. You can make a first aid roll if you like.
Sure. Alright, I will press the button. No.
Okay, Val. Yeah. O'Connor, you can identify these scars. A lot of them look like self-harm scars, but there are some that look more like he was fending off something trying to bite him.
Is this our Van Helsing?
And you can indeed all make knowledge rolls on him.
What's a knowledge roll? Just
This is our
straight up knowledge?
or criminal profiler, right?
No,
Oh,
no, this
okay.
is someone else.
Alright. Nope.
Yeah, knowledge. There we go. Okay, so, all of you except Jameson seen have seen this man incidentally. He is on TV a fair bit, writing. He appears in magazines. He's in fact produced whole documentary movies. Is Simon Magnus, who identifies himself as a professional vampiricist. On, on pretty much any TV show that's talking about unusual things, the unexplained, the occult, particularly things focused around the undead. Magnus appears as to give interviews or to star in it. At best, he's an eccentric who really just reads a lot of undead lore. At worst, he might actually believe it. Russ, you have, with your knowledge in occult matters and reading magazines, you know for sure he does in fact believe it. In fact, he once claimed in an interview that he fought and slew a real-world vampire in Central Europe.
Wonder if anyone told him Bela Lugosi died in 1955.
Is this the task force?
Such as it is.
Excellent, excellent. I'm Simon Magnus. A pleasure to meet you.
Agent Spade, this is Agent Saunders, FBI.
Jim will tip his hat.
Lucie raises her hand. Dr. Lancaster.
Well, a pleasure, a pleasure. I suppose I'll be here to inform you about our killer's unusual beliefs, huh?
And what beliefs are those, Mr. Magnus, was it?
Yes. Presumably, if I have been brought in, this will be in some way related to vampiric legends. Like Elizabeth Bathory, who believed that by bathing in blood, she would restore her youth. You know, the tales of Dracula, where by being bitten 3 nights in succession, you become a blood-hungering revenant yourself.
The mayor must be desperate.
Oh, shit. It's one of them Dungeons and Dragons kids I keep hearing about. Thinks they're playing make-believe.
I wouldn't necessarily... I couldn't necessarily say. But yes, it is possible that they have the belief derived from tabletop gaming. Or perhaps from an abusive childhood home. Or... who knows? Perhaps they really are a vampire. Eh?
Good one.
I'm going to elect in the more reasonable that it is someone parading around like a vampire, if it's all the same to you.
I'll just pop over to Little Italy and grab a garlic loaf just to be certain.
I like you. So, about now, yes, about now, the door from an adjoining office opens and several people enter. At their head is no, not him. Him is a tall, thin man with a handsome face. He's got close cropped grey hair and he's clean shaven. He's wearing a very expensive suit and a little American flag pin. I think since all of you have worked in the New York justice system before, you will immediately recognize that this is the district attorney, Chester Boulder.
Could
And
you spell that for me? I need to write down important people's names.
there you are. And anyone who wants more details can make a knowledge roll on him.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I got a 95. I learned something, statistically speaking. Wow.
You opened your goddamn mouth.
That's on me. My bad.
Also, holy shit,
Alright.
Russ.
Listen,
Connor, would you like to make the roll?
Yeah.
I'm a little
Just
knowy
knowledge.
boy.
You are a professional thing knower. We can see this.
This is a knowledge roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 successes under half and a critical success. So, Saunders and O'Connor, you both know something of Boulder's reputation. He's not so focused on justice, he's focused on conviction rates.
Oh,
He's
so
a
like most DA.
politician. He, and he. There are some rumors about him that people who have crossed him tend to end up with their careers ruined. Russ, you know a bit more. Uh, he he absolutely is focused on politician. You maybe you sorry, brain moment. Trying to work out how you would have learned this. Maybe you saw him speaking at an event and heard from some of the people with him. His goal is one more term in as DA, then mayor of New York City, before transitioning to federal government.
So he's on the presidential trail.
Yeah, he's on the presidential trail. You also know Russ. He was married. His wife is died in an mysterious boating accident.
How long ago?
A few years now.
So, still during the heyday of the mob? Presumably
Uh,
what he blamed it on? Because the mob was broken early 90s, late 80s.
yeah, yeah. Either a mob killing or a genuine accident. Those are the two things he thinks it could have been officially.
What's the other guy's name? The vampire man?
Simon Magnus.
Simon Magnus, vampire boy.
Yes. Right behind the DA is a much shorter man. His early 50s, the Freudian beard and gold rimmed spectacles. He's wearing a mock turtleneck sweater under a dark sports jacket. The three of you with federal connections will recognize this as Dr. Blake Conrad, the profiler. Rounding them out are two more. Jules Matheson.
Jules?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I may have misspoken earlier and said Julius Matheson. If I did, that was my bad. It's supposed to be Jules. Yeah. Again, anyone can make a knowledge roll about him.
That was a
Outstanding.
2 and then a 4. My God.
Wow.
Where is this on Thursday?
No idea.
It's here to specifically vex you.
Yeah, see, there's a
Alright.
cadence of dice rolling days. You just don't have Thursday on your list.
Yeah,
Alright, so Saunders, you know him from your days in Nam. As you said, he had a nickname and a bit of a reputation as Monster Matheson. But what he's been up to since then, well, evidently he's joined the police. But you've perhaps fallen out of contact. The rest of you, no. Yeah. He's a no-nonsense cop. He hates anyone and anything that gets in his way, particularly the free press. They're always digging for stories and making him give interviews. And that's not solving crimes and killing people. There's only one real way to earn his respect, and that's to take a bullet. Russ, you, once more, know some unsightly rumours. Well, one is a bit more than a rumour. Matheson has one major mark on his record as a policeman. He once beat a journalist half to death for getting in his way. But he later found that his perp. So
And fortunately, that journalist did have a dime bag of cocaine on him, so
Yeah. The unfortunate rumor is that, yeah, that's not the only time he may have planted evidence. It's no one dares say this to his face or where it might get back to him, but there are whispers that one of his perps was just completely innocent, and Matheson planted evidence just to help the conviction rate. And with Matheson, there is a short, balding Arab with tufts of grey hair on the sides of his head. His eyes and teeth have yellowed, and his face is somewhat dog-like. He's slouched over, and there's a stink of formaldehyde around him. O'Connor and Dr. Lancaster will recognize this as the current 13th Precinct coroner, Dr. Resh al-Gordi, or sometimes called Dr. Gooley. And
Could you put the spelling of that in the chat? Not that I would have trouble with that, but for the other players.
Nice save.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, his name to be Dr. Booley. I was all the rest of that shit.
yeah,
he said he was a doctor.
yes, he is the district coroner. And O'Connor, you can make a no roll about him. I don't think there's any particular chance that these rumors would be known by anyone else, at least not at the start.
I guess not.
You say me, did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh. There's knowledge roll, right?
Yep. All right. Yeah. He's he's a fairly decent coroner. Not the best you've ever had in the precinct, but he is indeed. He's capable, and he's a bit of a workaholic. Though, well, he may have a little too much affection for the bodies. And of course, because of his features and the extreme amount of time that he spends in the morgue, he does have the nickname Dr. Gooley. So, the task force leadership has entered. DA Boulder starts off. Welcome. You've been called here to form a core of task force to apprehend a killer or killers. You might wonder why we needed to call upon all of you for this. To the point, we believe these are serial murders. These murders are out of the ordinary, as you'll see. We want minimal press coverage of the investigation. Feel that if certain details of the killings are released, it may cause a panic. The autopsy reports are currently sealed. We're labeling the deaths undetermined cause, still under investigation. Matheson speaks up next. We've got 2 dead bodies, 2 young women. And he drops a stack of files on the desk. And a sergeant just steps out from behind Matheson's shadow and starts handing them out. Wendy Hughes, age 27, and Laurie Atkinson, age 22, were brutally murdered over the last 2 days. You can look through the profiles of the victims later. You're about to get a handout for them.
Oh, okay. I don't have to write it down.
Same bizarre features found at the autopsies connect the murders. The victims been shredded by a wild animal and drained of all of their blood. Dr. Conrad speaks up. The motive for the killings was not robbery, not vengeance, and not rape. There's more to this weirdness. We have witnesses to the killings. I'm going to, once you've had a look at these files, I'm going to play the recorded statements of both of them. We felt that the first witness was an unreliable drunk until we heard the witness to the second murder. Their testimonies seem to support each other. And I'll also provide you access to the initial autopsy summary. I'll give you a couple of minutes to read through these.
Oh, she wasn't a master of karate. That's why she didn't make it.
Could not be Lucie, as I say when she's not done any karate before.
An archaeologist translating ancient Sumerian tablets who's a New Ageist.
Yeah.
All right, Mers, can Lucie just read over this autopsy and make some sort of forensics check to see, does this make sense?
You'd need to see the bodies, probably.
Yeah.
These are weird, but that could be weirdness because because Dr. Gordy has missed something, or it could be weirdness. Well, the weirdness that they think has happened.
More about what I was asking is there any 2 facts here that would be outright contradictory to each other?
I mean, the fact that they were shredded by animal claws and also there is no blood in the bodies or at the scene is just deeply, deeply peculiar. But outright contradictory? Not necessarily. First witness is Horace Cobb. He was picked up for questioning when the police searched the area of the first killing. He's found drinking, babbling about monsters. He saw a pretty woman attacked near the area he was sprawled. She matched the description of Wendy Hughes. Oh, and actually, now you're hearing the you don't need to put a little cross down. I have actually marked this with
Oh.
so recording starts. I was lying in a nice cozy blanket in the park, propped up behind some sort of statue or another to block a wind. It was a cool night, you know. I was drinking my hooch when I sees this pretty young girlie walking down near the park. I was drinking a bit too much, so I couldn't even whistle at her, sees. Then I smelled this horrible stench, like that out of a slaughterhouse. It reeked of death, I tells you. I began puking. When it's looking through the tears running out of my eyes, I sees all this mists forming. And I notice this man in a dark, long trench coat and broad-brimmed hat. And his back was turned to me. He like seemed to come out of nowhere. And grabbed the girl and picked her up like she was a rag doll. He turned around and seemed to wrap around her. It was crazy. It's like he kept changing shape or something. When I sees a bit of its face. Yeah, you gonna say it's my drink insides me. Well, go to hell. I tells you what I seen. Teeth, big fangs, fangs. I heard it snarl in a voice that belonged to Satan himself. I thirst. I couldn't bear looking at it. It was evil. Maybe it was for drink, but I passed out. I don't remember anything until you guys rousted me and dragged me down here. Dr. Conrad speaks next. The next tape you are about to hear is from Miss Kate Rollins, the person walking home with the second victim. She was Laurie Atkinson's roommate. She saw the killing take place before her eyes. However, the events traumatized her severely. The following dialogue is an interview with Kate Rollins with a police officer at the station. Due to her agitation, the doctor on call gave Miss Rollins 2 milligrams of lorazepam before the interview. This allowed her to regain lucidity for a few moments. No, please, monsters! How? What did he look like? What did he look? It wasn't human, wolf-like, yet it was a man, I think. It was different things, different shapes as it moved. Its trench coat flapped about like huge wings. It seemed to be in different places at the same time. Can you describe the man's face? No, please. Don't make me describe his face, please. Tell us what happened. It took her. We were just walking home from the gym. Lousy basketball game. Laurie was eating ice cream. I was carrying the basketball. We went by our favorite shops, then what? Remember blazing eyes? Or did it have eyes? Go on. I remember the horrible smell, the mist, and suddenly Laurie was gone. I turned around and... Yes? Fangs! Fangs! No, 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 no. Had to run, had to run. It howled like it was laughing. It would have had me next. I left her. I ran. No, no, no. Dr. Conrad has the recording stopped. Despite another administration of lorazepam 20 minutes later, the woman could not be brought back into a state of lucidity. She has been transferred to the psychiatric ward at Bellevue for treatment. Currently, she's in a dissociative catatonic state. Boulder stands up now. Both witnesses, of course, are questionable in their ability to give an accurate history. But we are probably dealing with a maniac, or maniacs into ritualistic killings, or who thinks they're Count Dracula. Dr. Conrad nods and says, I believe our killer does indeed have vampiristic tendencies, and agree that the supernatural has nothing to do with it. I suspect most of you will agree with me. Listen closely. Now, begins to drone on, and you need to either make an idea roll or a power times 5 roll to keep focused to what he's saying.
Yes, the yapper. Bruh.
Said power times 5.
Yes. So,
Merz, I use a fate point to buy in.
I'm also going to bring in now the concept of pushing a roll. This is where you do something to up the ante, make the situation more intense or more dangerous, but it gives you a chance to re-roll. So in this case, well,
I'm not sure
You
what
would
I
have
can do to
to
be
how
more
you
dangerous
could.
than an idea roll, Merz, other than taking
Please.
drugs.
Place your gun on the table.
Hold
No.
up 1 second. Let me do a line of coke.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let me just rip a line of coke in front of the DA. I love that.
Yeah. Fair enough. So none of you,
He's just so boring.
One
Yeah.
long, incredibly unbroken sentence moving from
Moving
topic
from
to
topic
topic
to
so that
topic.
no one could
Yes.
interrupt.
It was quite hypnotic.
Oh wait, this guy's a
After,
vampire. He's an energy vampire.
There is a brief pause as Conrad finishes talking. And ladies and gentlemen, Matheson just brings you all back to focus. The task force leadership are looking at all of you with expressions ranging from mild disapproval to outright annoyed. Now, we're probably dealing with a sadistic, psychotic psychopath who's high on drugs. We want him caught fast before he kills again. I recall a few months back in South Carolina, there was a group of kids who were into blood drinking and goth culture. They killed their parents in the end. We need someone to check out that angle. I'm McGonagall or O'Connor can show you some of the Manhattan night spots those punks hang out in if you don't know your way around. Maybe you can also check into any patterns of the killings of those newfangled computers you feds got. I hope some of you will help out with the forensics as well. A few of you. And he gives a somewhat disgusted glance at Simon Magnus. Might also be able to shed light on the occult thinking of the killer of killings. They're part of some Satan cult, vampire cult, or whatnot. So, do you have any questions?
Jim will raise a hand. These two witnesses, their stories. I'll think for a moment. They're too similar to be coincidence. Have they been checked for drugs of their own?
Yes. Laurie. Sorry, not Laurie. Kate Frolin showed no sign of intoxication. Carbo, he's a notorious drinker and takes anything he can get.
Merzendi, were they both witnesses to the same murder or one at different spots? Like one per murder?
One per murder. Cobb saw the first murder at Hobbs Park. At Hobbs Court. Rollins was the one off West Houston Street.
At the scene, how close were the murders to the underground vents?
In the sewers?
No close sewer access near. Well, suppose from the first killing, it's about 150, 200 yards to sewer access.
No grates, uh, no exigent holes to the sewer or the subway nearby.
Nothing a person could slip through, especially if they're strong enough to do this.
That I wasn't implying it was a person. Both witnesses reported missed. So, and since it was not near any of the vents where gas can off vent from the sewer, is our perp walking around with a handheld fog machine?
Hallucinogenic gas would make some degree of sense, but
That's what I
Surely
was
that would
thinking.
affect him as well.
But then there would have been traces of that found in Miss Rollins or in either of the bodies, surely.
I mean, if you pumped it was sewer gas or he had stash of methane in the vents because the vents are over the vents are over the city. Methane would smell horrible and could make someone hallucinate if it provided them enough oxygen.
That's why I asked. However, they were not near the vents, and anyone who lives in the city long enough, especially a bum on the street, wouldn't mess himself over a whiff of the sewer. Said it smelled like rotten meat. And a fog machine, unless there's been an advancing technology I'm aware of, are not hand portable.
Well, there's smoke grenades.
Smoke grenades or perhaps dry ice?
Other people
It
to see
Oh.
that,
Feeling-
though.
feeling particularly theatrical.
Simon Magnus will speak up now. Uh, certain vampires are noted for their ability to transform into clouds of mist. That would account for why this Mr. Cobbs, he said, uh, he said the mist appeared, and then immediately after, a man came out of nowhere. And half of the people in the room are just looking at him like, really?
We've read the book, Mr. Magnus. It's about how he pulled off that stunt in reality. Any kind of mist maker, smoke grenade. Range on that's usually a bit too big to hide in one little murder scene. And have people all over the block complaining about it.
So I have some points in chemistry and I'm trained at it. Could I take some time to think about if it were some sort of diegetic existing fog, how would they be able to accomplish that in a manner that would work for what is being reported?
All right. You can go ahead and make a chemistry roll.
I love my dice today. They're so well behaved.
Yeah.
Do some caffeine and alcohol about it.
Unfortunately, you can't really think of anything. Like, nothing that combines the characteristics of producing a sufficiency of mist, a smell this absolutely horrible as reported, and is portable enough without like being picked up by without being seen by people nearby.
All right.
If this was a smoke, then maybe, but smoke and mist have different characteristics.
Then that is all I have. I'm on a second monitor setting up a cork board.
I will mention. It sounded like the captain answered that he was asking about specifically like, manholes you go out of, but like Steven should be like everywhere, right?
Yeah. I thought you meant, I don't know, the killer was hiding down there or something.
Well, if he just placed something down there to trigger when like his prey walked by, that could explain the steam or the mist, the fog, whatever it was.
Possible. But when our boys cased the scene, we didn't find nothing like that. And Hobbs Court itself is a park.
That's fair.
One thing interests me. The fact that the killer left a suspect yet displayed the ability to cause immediate and frankly grisly means of death. It's like it wanted to be seen.
Or it just ain't so fast at running.
One of them was a drunk and the other was hysterical. If the beast really wanted to chase down the person, the should be more than capable of it.
I've seen hops caught at night.
Hmm.
If it's dark enough, folk. Yeah, there's very little lighting in the park proper. If he was up by one of the statues, then he could have blended in. And
Well-
hysteria, adrenaline, that gives you legs, doesn't slow you down.
But the drunk said he passed out. He didn't run away.
Yeah.
Maybe the fucker
Which
just
makes
didn't care.
Maybe he has a type.
It would be quite possible that the killer only draws his particular thrill from female victims. But 2 isn't enough to establish a pattern for that.
And that wouldn't explain letting Katie go.
Are any of you trained in psychiatry?
Let me see.
Uh,
I think I might, but I could possibly not be.
It's psychoanalysis and psychology, Merzendi. Which one?
Psychoanalysis.
I am trained in neither.
Unfortunately, then, until Miss Rowland receives, until her treatment is complete, at least to a stage where she is capable of communication, which may take some time, we will not be able to pursue that particular lead in great detail. Oh, there's something that, yeah, something to rub your noggins on. Oh, she didn't mention it in her, the basketball she mentioned in her statement. We picked that up. If you wanna... That might have some residue left on it if there was a gas involved. As that would make sense with her getting away. If he had this ambush set up and whatever Sam hell's going on in his head to make him need this mist. She got out, if she got far enough out of it, you might... Am I talking sense, Dr. Conrad? Possible. The rituals of this type, ritualistic killings of this type may indeed require those circumstances. It may also be possible that the ritualistic nature means this killer only feels the need to claim one victim a day. That would mean, well, I assume you have increased your patrols already. Yeah. Cars up and down streets in Soho every 5 minutes. Most excellent. Any further questions, or are we ready to do the assignments?
How
You go first.
how well preserved were the crime scenes?
We had field forensics sweep them over. Now, areas are still taped off. If you want to go take another look.
Would not hurt. That's all from me.
Yes, and perhaps, Dr. Lancaster, if you take care of that tonight, then you can come in the morning. You can have a look at the bodies.
I can do that.
I'm sure Dr. Gordy will be happy to allow an expert to just confirm the details of his autopsies. I am fully trained and qualified. I assure you there is no need.
Well, then there's nothing to worry about if I take my own observations.
Let the little lady have her fun.
I
Science is
well.
not science is not forward without a little collaborative work.
I will insist on supervising.
That's fine. I'm used to many people breathing down my shoulder while I work. Comes with the job.
I just don't want you to. They are my patients, even if they are no longer living. I still have a responsibility for them.
I will treat the patients with the due respect they deserve during my investigation.
Since we're on top of your drugs, has the captain found any ability to talk to the locals yet regarding that? The usual suspects?
Too many usual suspects to pull them all in, and they don't like talking to us so much.
We probably narrow it down. This guy sounds like he likes his LSD.
My guess, I suggest you start the goth clubs. This sort of vampire hoodoo bullshit is right up their alley.
I will immediately turn to Mr. Magnus. Like, do you know what these clubs are?
To Mr. Who, sorry?
Magnus? Simon?
Yes, I'm. Sorry, that's getting into Conrad's voice. Yes, I. There are two principal goth hangouts in the region. The Catacomb is a club for them, and also Night Dark Designs just a couple of blocks over, which is a little concerningly close to the site of the second killing, but no, I'm
Yeah, no, that they are both concerningly close to both the killings, honestly.
I I know the Goths. They are pretty much harmless. What they want to do is drink, party, fuck. It's highly unlikely they would be involved in this.
Well, it doesn't hurt to check. Especially with a place called the Catacombs. Sounds vampire-y.
Sounds a bit on the nose.
Yeah,
Simon looks like a goth, right?
Simon Magnus, did you say? Or
Yeah, he looks like a goth, right? He's wearing all black
yes.
shit. Yeah, clearly non-biased.
But it's not vampire themed, though there are many who enjoy vampire fashion there. The catacomb is styled after Egyptian pyramid catacombs.
The hell is vampire fashion?
Capes, tight corsetry, some tall leather boots, that sort of thing.
Alright. So is that more that other club's jam?
Night Dark Designs. It's a hangout, but it's not a club. It's yes. The owner, she is a friend of mine, Misala. She is a leading light in vampire fashion. Perhaps I could introduce some of you, though. By now, I think this shop is closed. But yes, perhaps at some point tomorrow, I could bring you there, introduce. We can see that the Goths they are harmless.
Yeah. Yeah, let's start with that.
Might as well.
Good place for any.
He said the Catacombs was a club, though, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna check out the Catacombs tonight and your friend's place tomorrow.
I suppose so. Then I think we have our assignments ready. Let's be about it then.
You know, kudos to Jim for knowing what he's about.
Yeah, I will be back in just one moment.
All right. While Mers is gone, I have been writing notes and the like. One thing that I did notice from the two victims' autopsy reports was that neither of them had a blood-related disease. It might be worthwhile considering looking at the two people that the other guy let get away to see if they have any blood diseases or diseases carried by the blood.
Yeah, we should definitely get their blood work done.
Also remember, it's the 90s. It takes a while for blood work to go through.
Yeah, it will, but it's a good red hair. It's either going to be. It's a good red herring to either confirm as true or false if blood disease matters for these people.
Yeah.
Because if memory serves me correct, there are forms of the mythology of vampires that are very much like they can smell, sense the blood, and have like preferences and certain tastes, like a Vampire the Masquerade. So
Yeah, I
let's
mean,
get an idea of what flavor vampire we're dealing with.
the vampire doesn't want to get fucking AIDS.
Well, in some instances of vampires, they are dead, so they can't contract a disease because there's nothing to the disease to contract to. So it would be helpful information.
For sure.
I am back.
Hello.
Yeah,
Actually,
I had to take my headset off, but you could probably ask for their medical reports because if they've ever been to the hospital, that shit's probably logged.
Just so you know what I told them, Mers, I noticed that both of these victims did not have any diseases, so it might be the people, the witnesses that were left alive, might have had a blood disease, and that's why the vampire didn't attack them. And I suggested that as a vector of study.
I will get Miss Rowland's records sent over from St. Vincent, then. And yeah, we got cops on file. Oh boy, he we didn't have any reason to keep him in, so after he gave his statement, we let him head out. O'Connor, you know some of his haunts. If you want to go verify anything of him, so pick him up for blood tip, for more up-to-date blood test. Should be able to find him.
I suspect that you might find on Hobbs' blood test that he might be a chronic alcoholic, which would play with my theory, I suppose.
Hmm. Do we know the blood types of the victims?
That's the problem. Weren't they sucked dry, all the blood on the scene taken with them?
I mean, the hospital would know. I'm pretty sure they log that shit at birth, don't they?
No.
No? Your blood
Also,
type?
definitely not like in the 1970s.
That might be a
What
more
was-
modern thing, but in the 90s? Hell no.
Mm,
Could always ask their parents.
That is true.
I will just tell you, I don't have that in the book.
Okay, so
Hmm.
not relevant. Good to know.
Okay, then I will put in the red herrings tab blood type. It does not matter. Cool. There you go.
Any more questions, or are you ready to head out?
I am ready to run about and cause problems.
Okay, so it'll be about 9 o'clock by the time you're ready to leave.
AM?
PM.
Okay.
Wait, we went there at. Did we get there at 8 p.m. or 8 a.m.?
8 p.m.
Oh, okay, I was like, we seriously spent 13 hours in a conference room? I'd want to kill myself if I was Lucie.
I'm pretty sure Lucy just waited there all day.
Yeah. I mean, it was from about noon to 8 p.m.
Yeah. Probably
Hey,
Lucy
that's
only left those
8 hours
steps to
straight?
go get food and then come back with the food and eat the food.
Yeah. You are not. Yeah, it's about a kilometer away from.
What the fuck is a
Actually, no, that was a
kilometer?
bit
This is
more.
America, Mers.
1,400. So yeah, you are actually about a mile away from Hobbs Court.
Alright, so that's 3 hours newer traffic.
Or, hear me out, we walk and we get there quicker.
Yeah, you could walk or
Jim
or
just
take the
gives you a
subway.
dirty look.
Russ is already opening the passenger door.
Yeah. Outside the building, you will all see a like flame red and black 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner. Just waiting for Jim's sweet touch. He'll swing himself into the driver's seat.
Jesus, tap dancing.
Do you have a-
That is gaudy.
Now, do you have dangly dice?
God, no. We have a dangly little, like, cardboard sheep hanging from the little mirror. Oh,
Alright,
this is
so-
man culture.
Are we carpooling there?
Not all of us, I'm afraid.
I'm pretty sure a Plymouth Roadrunner only seats 2.
Oh, yeah. That is such a gaudy fucking car for you to be driving in the
You're
middle of New York.
goddamn right it is.
Does he even
Actually,
have
no, that
fold-down?
definitely has a fucking bench seat in the back.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure it has fold-down bench seats. They're just very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
Yeah.
could all drive
It's not
there.
like a it's not like a Corvette, but it is a two body coupe, and I know what you're gonna call it, Merzendi, but it's over here we call it a coupe.
Come on, ladies,
What do they call-
get in.
What do they call it in
I'm
the UK?
driving.
It's
I mean,
called
we
a
also-
coupe outside of the United States and outside of North America. It's
What
called
the
a coupe.
fuck?
That's horrible.
That
Also, don't we have the Simon with us as well?
Yeah.
squeeze his nerd ass in there.
Flag it. It's a '90s. Flag a yellow cab.
We just take my patrol car. Or at least the other 3 of us.
Yeah, I'd rather be in the patrol car.
I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. If there is some untoward element in one of these clubs, pulling up in the black and white's gonna send them scurrying.
Alright, we'll take my car then, which is also just a Crown Victoria.
Or, hear me out, we don't park right next to the fucking
Russ and
location
Jim
we're
are
going to
already
and
driving
walk
away.
there. Alright. I just kind of look over at O'Connor. It's like, let's just not park right next to it and walk, and we'll be okay.
We just take my personal, it'll be fine. It's literally just another police car that isn't marked, basically.
Ah, yes. the standout difference between these two vehicles: police car and unmarked police car.
To be fair, the Crown Vic was incredibly popular for all sorts of vehicles in the 90s, not just cop cars.
That is true. Back then, the Crown Vic wasn't an immediate red flag when you were out and about.
Yeah.
So Lucie will go to O'Connor's car and sit in the back seat.
All right. Now roll D10 for accents, right?
No.
You're gonna T-bone a minivan.
Yeah. For 2 drivers, can each make me a luck roll?
See how bad they get fucked by New York traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm waiting for you to roll a 100 over here. So we're stuck in New York traffic.
Where is it?
It's a luck roll.
Unfortunately, it's very possible because I think I specifically remembered not putting points into it because, like, oh, someone else has it. We'll be fine.
Hmm.
Where is it?
You'd like to know. Luck is going to be on the far right of the big 3 statistics.
Oh,
Middle right.
all right.
All right. So both passes, but nothing super exceptional.
Get there like 2
Which
minutes before
makes... Yeah, it makes sense. You are leaving at about the same time. So...
Wait, who's following who?
you. We left
Are
first,
we-
so you're probably following
I
us.
was- So
Yeah.
just want to say, there's like, I hope they know the way there.
Yeah, where is everyone driving?
The
I
cat's
I
home.
assume you're all...
Yeah, we're going to
Okay.
Catcomb.
And that's a little bit further, but that's still about 15 minutes drive.
Also, before we leave, I would like to just state that we all exchange phone numbers with the fucking support crew here and each other.
Yeah.
You already have my phone number.
No shit, Russ.
How's that character?
That
But remember,
seems like
unless
something
you-
Russ would say, though.
And also remember, this is the 90s, so if you have a personal cell phone, you're going to have a brick, and not everyone has those. You have to actually buy one and add it to your inventory.
My
I
character does
did
not
buy
have
a cell phone.
So did I.
Lucie does not have a cell phone. Despite having the funds to own one, she does not.
The phone gives her anxiety.
The phone, if I
I-
carry a phone around with me, it means people can call me at any time, which means I could be accosted to do work. At
Oh,
any
shit. That's
You have a
right. It means I
pager
could beat the
instead.
vampire to death with my Nokia.
Yes, I also assume like your personal cars have like police radios.
time. Assumedly.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. So it's about 9:15 when you get up to the catacomb, and you can see it's pretty seedy. It's a it's a bar slash club that's been converted from an old warehouse, and it's 2-story building done in Gothic fashion, with prominent references to Egypt's cat goddess Bast. The entrance is flanked by carved sarcophagi. And when are you doing anything to make yourselves not stick out?
I am afraid to tell you that in this kind of atmosphere, Russ sticks out the most.
I mean, the one that looks the most befitting is Lucie, but that's because she just looks tired.
We got a cowboy, a fed, uh, what would you even an introverted doctor, and I forget who the other person's character looks like.
I mean, the introverted
just a
doctor at
cop.
least would probably fit in with a bunch of goths.
Yeah.
Jim is going
Yeah.
to take off his work jacket and also take off the cowboy hat, revealing a beanie underneath it. Because you see, it's important to make sure the hairline is never revealed.
Well, Lucie just sees that. It's like, what in God's name are you wearing?
It's called a beanie.
I know what a beanie is, numbnuts. I'm asking, why are you wearing it?
It's fucking cold up here.
You
It's kind of
stick
cool.
out even more with that on than you did your cowboy hat.
Do not.
I just kind of look over at O'Connor.
It is kind of cold. I'm gonna take off my fucking level 2 vest right now.
Jim sort of points his hand like, see?
I'll throw my cop uniform in the trunk, I guess.
You're just gonna strip
Okay.
down to the middle of the street.
No, I'm wearing the clothes. We'll be fine.
I
I can't wait for someone trying to take your firearm.
So you cop uniform is at this point is fairly recognizable, like the the dark navy blue pants and so on.
And the hat.
Yeah, so taking off the vest, like the bulletproof vest and the hat is probably a good start, but you've still got a dark navy shirt and trousers.
The shirt would probably be white. Probably be like white shirt, the vest, the jacket, the hat.
So you're
So
taking
basically
off
right
your
now, just
uniform shirt.
Yeah.
It's going down to your undershirt.
Yeah, just a white undershirt, and I can't do anything about the pants.
That's probably fine.
I mean, you could in fact strip off completely in public, but
I mean, that will
So is
earn
it-
you at least
what-
one friend in this party, but probably not a good
Going
idea.
to the club, like, that's clearly police issue pants. We're on to you.
Fortunately,
The
Lucie
pants and boots
just
are probably
wears.
fine, unless anyone's really a fucking cop hater.
Fortunately, Lucie just wears like a turtleneck with an overcoat over it and pants, so she doesn't stand out at all.
Alright. Merz, having then finished adjusting himself, Jim is going to turn to Russ and unfucking nerdify him. We're going to ruffle that hair, we're going to take that jacket off. I don't care what he wants to say or do about it. It's time to scruff him
Get
up
the
a little
tie
bit.
too. Get the tie too.
Yeah, we got to take the tie but loosen it, not take it all the way off. Make him look like he just came
You're
off
gonna
of work.
You're gonna turn around to try to do that, and Russ has already flashed his badge.
oh lord,
He's also a cop. What do you think that's gonna do? Stop him?
What?
No, as in he's already flashed his badge at some of the patrons.
Oh,
Oh.
Jesus
Doorman.
Christ, Russ.
Okay, so there's two ways we can play this. We can let him go in first by himself, and we just show up after, or we just accept that we are very obviously feds. Well, not me specifically. You know.
Yeah, no, we ain't with him. That's just how it is.
Yeah, but with Simon, our good friend Simon. I'll pat Simon on the shoulder.
Yes. Yeah. Well, this will be a fun night.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
So Lucie's just gonna wait until Russ has gone through, so we are associated with the very obvious fed.
All right. So you'll be entering in 2 groups then. You head in. This is it's dark. The only lighting is red, and it's practically non-existent. It's coming from gothic black metal sconces holding crimson light bulbs. Around the edges of the room, you can see ancient Egyptian architecture, more sarcophagi around the DJ stand. There is the whole front half of a sphinx. There's a bar off to one side, and lots of tables scattered around. The music is booming, and well, the songs are morbid, gothic rock. Bands like God's Lost Children or Skinny Puppy. And well, but even with your efforts, you do stick out a little. Though definitely nowhere near as much as you might have done, except for Russ. Because the people in here, they are generally wearing flowing black clothes, faces in white makeup, and their eyes shining from dark. Their eyes shining behind it, eyeliner and mascara, no matter if they're male or female. Some actually seem to have fangs. A great many people are drinking, dancing, and doing drugs either at tables or against the walls. And
Sorry, did I hear drugs?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now, Russ, as he comes in, he gets a bit of a cold shoulder. While
Not here to make friends.
yeah, while the others following a little after you are coming in at about the same time as a group of anorexic women dressed in nothing but thigh-high boots and thin leather straps. One of them winks at O'Connor and flashes a toothy grin. Oh yes, those are most definitely fangs.
Say, Simon, and you said this was the wrong decor.
I mean, look at all of the Egyptian theming, just because there are some goths here who are more in the vampire scene than the Egyptian scene. It's you'll see the difference tomorrow when we head to Night Dock. And those of you in the group with Simon, you can make psychology rolls.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I will be shocked if I get this. I'll tell you what.
Oh man, that was really close, actually.
Yeah.
All right, I got a 5% chance of getting this. To no one's surprise, I don't.
Well, O'Connor. Would you like to make a psychology roll?
It would appear not.
All right. It's pretty loud, Russ. You do basically need to be either right next to someone or shouting to be properly understood.
No, that's fine. I have a notepad. So I'll wait for them to finish their thing, and then I'm going to actually do standard detective work.
What I'm going to have Lucie do is she's going to look around for things that are creating fog here, or mist.
Um, you can go ahead and roll spot hidden.
Let's do this coin flip. Nope. And I am not going to fuck around with a party of goth people. I know better than that. Just going to take the fail.
All right. There is some mist up around the stage, but you can't see where it's coming from.
And though my social skills could leave something to be desired, I am smart enough not to jump onto the stage.
Yeah. Welcome back. People who were with Simon in Simon Magnus's group were allowed to roll psychology for something.
Oh, there you go.
Oh wow, you actually have that.
Hey. Yeah. O'Connor, you notice that when people are looking at you, they're like they you stick out, but they're like, oh, new person in the scene, cool. And then they notice you're with Simon Magnus, and they seem a lot less interested in you. And my computer's doing the thing.
Bye, Mers.
We'll see you in a minute, Mers.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Did you hear the information you picked up, O'Connor?
Yes. And I'm going to tap Simon on the shoulders. Like, are you a freak here too?
They maybe. I do. I I do hang out here a fair bit, but they maybe don't like me so much. I don't know why, but
I why roll to think he's lying? He doesn't know why.
Psychology again.
Nope.
Would you like to do anything to push it?
Hmm. Aside from making a guess, because he's like a major, like he's on TV and shit, right?
Yeah.
So if I had to guess, if there's a reason why I didn't like him, is because he's like ruining the scene by like exposing and shit like that.
All right. I mean, do you say that and press him?
I mean, yeah, I would just be like, is it because you're on TV, being open about all this kind of stuff?
Yeah, that's most likely it. Yes. Part of what I do here is research some of the culture.
Hmm. So who are you friendly with then here?
Uh, I wouldn't. Perhaps I wouldn't necessarily say I'm friendly with anyone who's here right now. Some, I think, like do like the exposés on vampires, the extra information I can give them, putting it into a nice video package instead of them having to actually read books.
Mm.
Kids here, they do not like to read books themselves very much, but even those, I would say those are fans, not friends.
Posers.
Mm.
Hmm. Who would you recommend that we speak to here who may or may not be friendly with you?
You can go ahead and make another psychology roll.
While that's happening, um, could Lucie go around and look at the illicit substances that are being indulged in this place and see if any of them fit the symptoms that the victims have been experiencing?
All right.
And she would know that there's probably drugs here because the amount of crime sheets she's done at clubs is staggering.
Yeah. Uh, just get the psychology response first. Yeah. O'Connor. You're pushing him for an actual friend. There is someone he's thinking of, but he clearly doesn't want to say.
Well, it doesn't have to be a friend. It'd be like, who's like the best person for us to speak to right now, whether his friend or not. If they are his friend, then that's a better answer. If they aren't, then we can work with that.
And the uh, and, uh, if he's here, then Bob Palmer. Uh, he's you saw the people with the fang capped teeth.
Hmm.
He does that for them. He measures and makes little pop-in fangs for people.
Huh.
And I know he is a fan of my work. If he's here, he might know something. Now, moving from you back to Lucie. How are you going to try to see what all of the drugs are?
Start taking shit.
By
Just start
doing
sort-
every single one.
That would be an option.
The actual reason I would do is I would either do a medicine or a first aid check to see how are people tweaking around certain substances. And just kind of like a process of elimination of like, okay, so this person is trying to claw out their skin, probably heroin.
Wouldn't that be a pharmacy role for figuring out what drugs are?
Hmm.
I'm
What even is
arguing
this game?
I'm arguing it's probably a first aid check for the sake that I'm looking at symptoms someone's experiencing rather than trying to identify the drug itself.
I'll allow it. Want you to I want you to get a decent to succeed under half your first aid, please.
Ah. And I am most certainly not going to push around people who are high as a kite. That is a great way to start a fight.
Yeah. I just grabbing someone who's tweaking out and like, okay, what are you feeling? What do you want to punch someone, or do you want to relax, or are you seeing things, or what? Yeah. That would have been a choice.
Yeah. I have self-preservation. I know better.
You know, as a actual patrol officer, could I use my experience with tweakers to try and roll it too?
Sure, you can give it a try as well. Uh, you can't figure out a comprehensive list, but yeah, there are definitely multiple different types of drug being taken here, like uh, marijuana, ketamine, some LSD.
Can't start taking drugs as a federal agent.
Mhm.
Jameson's
Not
done
in the
all these before. He
CIA.
goes by taste.
Yeah, like definitely a lot of ecstasy, maybe some crystal meth.
Is there LSD here?
Yes, well,
Mm-hmm.
how are you going to try to find out about that, Saunders?
Me, I was just asking on Valerie's behalf. Although I guess, I will try and buy some drinks and chat up the drug goths. Hell yeah.
Sure. Because you have bought them drinks, you can invalidate the negative from sticking out so much as like an old guy.
Like, you're weird, old man, but thanks for the drinks.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's a credit rating test?
No. This would. I mean, it's going to depend what you're trying to do with buying them drinks.
I've used that as an in to start conversations.
All right. And then, well, yeah. What are you going to try to yap with them about? Because while I am quite into playing things out, infinite numbers of random goth girls might be a bit much.
Yeah, 'cause you
I
don't
mean,
usually play
first he
yourself.
wants to know, what's the deal with the fangs? I'm new to this. Tell me about it, and then use that as a way to keep the conversation spiraling into, what are you doing there? I've done some shit in my day. Talk to them about their
Sure.
drugs.
You can go ahead and make a persuade roll.
All right.
The
Could
world's most obvious Fed asked the most obvious questions, was asked to leave the goth club.
fuck. All right. Oop. That was So Merz, let's talk about pushing, huh?
Yeah, so how would
What if
you
I
go
do
ahead and
some
push?
drugs?
Yeah, I think they would take that as proof you aren't a
Not a fucking glowy?
yeah.
And if you are, at the very least, you're cool with that, so that they might be willing to chat with you anyways.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So I'm going to get back to you.
Hell yeah.
I expect to see you naked within the hour.
That was the plan coming in here to
Russ.
begin with, so.
Well, while your partner is making a farce of himself, what are you doing for your proper detective work?
Walk up to the bartender, write something down on a notepad, show her the notepad, and then unfold my ID.
All right, the bartender leans over. What's it about, man?
Well, write again, and then flip it, because you said it was too loud for. I assume he's yelling, but Russ isn't gonna yell.
Yes.
Just murder on West Houston, West Broadway.
Uh, I know, man. That's nothing to do with us.
Write down again. And I know, but I still have to dot my I's and cross my T's.
You can go ahead and make a roll to try to be allowed to head
Uh,
up into the
I
back
don't.
area.
I don't know what any of these. I don't remember what any things are. Persuade or bargain? What's bargain? Why do I have so many points in that?
I would imagine bargain is you're offering something in exchange for another thing, while persuade is just convincing them.
Yep. And then there's fast talk for bullshitting them.
I will roll a persuade then.
Okay, and that is a success under half. So.
Oh wait, never mind. The roll is a total.
Sure, like, I guess, man. Come around the back here.
Russell nod and then put away his His notepad. Slide it and his ID back into his jacket pocket.
I could see why Russ is the favorite of the two.
Yeah. Yes, the bartender brings you into the back area and yeah, uh, upstairs to the second floor. Just wait here, man. I'll go get the boss.
Thank you kindly. What's in this room? Is there like a table, chairs? What's going on?
It's it's a disorganized office sort of thing. It's a desk, couple of chairs, a little board behind it with with dates on for various events. There's a somewhat overstuffed filing cabinet. Yeah. Looks like a manager's office for someone that doesn't. But managing is a obligation, not why they're actually here. And yeah, a couple of minutes will pass for a fairly androgynous person comes in. They are uh, short, short black hair, very heavy goth makeup, and if they weren't coming into the manager's office, you would have thought they were just a what's it called? The thing, um, just a client, I guess would be the word. S- So, you're, I'm Casey Ward. I manage the place as much as it can be managed. So you're a federal agent, are you?
Yes, and I just look at this person. Can I tell if they're man or woman?
Um,
Like, are we talking David Bowie? What are we doing?
Did you just say
definitely,
Bowie?
definitely Bowie-esque.
David Bowie, David Bowie.
Yeah, there's the name for your notes.
Okay, give me a second.
This fucking cork board by the end of this campaign is gonna look like that Charlie Day, that meme.
So, Merzendi, can I tell her no?
Um, I think I would want a spot hidden to tell.
Okay.
Alternatively, you could be like, "Hey,
No.
baddie, what are your pronouns?" And you might
That's
just get
not
an answer.
that's not something people said in the 90s.
I know that's not what they said in the 90s, but I'm sure your character would have enough tact to be like, I'm unsure what you identify as, and I'm trying to be amicable to get information. So,
Anyways,
what are you?
please stop. Agent Russ Spade, FBI violent crime, Mr.
Ms. is fine, Agent Spade.
Miss Ward. I am investigating the tragic murder a couple streets over and merely have some perfunctory questions before I move on.
All right.
Mm, So, to begin with, do you have any CCTV that faces towards the street in any direction?
No, no. Never any need for it, really. I mean, what did they steal? What would anyone steal here? The Sphinx?
I would assume alcohol or your take for the evening.
Uh, uh, Someone might try to, snag some booze, but, eh, folk here are trustworthy enough. At least, at least enough to keep us, how do they say, in the black?
What day was Lori Atkinson murdered? It wasn't written down on her little victim information tab.
I heard the 24th and the 25th.
Yes. Today is Monday, October 6th. So Laurie Atkinson was Sunday, October 25th.
Was the club open on Sunday, the 25th?
Yep, we're open every night.
Were you working that evening?
Uh, yeah, yeah.
Did any of your clients or your employees notice anything odd that evening?
If anybody did, they didn't mention it to me.
Does this woman look familiar to you? And he'll pull out obviously not her autopsy photo, but I assume in the folder they got a picture of her when she was alive of
Yeah.
Lori Atkinson, like a photo from her at college, like her college photo.
Uh, hmm. Uh,
Perhaps with a bit more makeup on, further blend in.
maybe. Maybe. We get a lot of customers here, yeah. You saw downstairs.
You mind if, after I'm done, I ask any of your bartenders? Seems like a place that she would enjoy. She's masters in archaeology, thesis involving translation of ancient Middle Eastern artifacts.
Huh. You know, I think I did actually meet her once.
Could you tell me about that, please?
Oh, wasn't anything in particular. She was just scuttled on down to her that I got things set up, and she was wondering where I got the sarcophagi. Eh, She thought they were proper ones, but they're all just papier mâché.
Well, apparently of good enough quality to have a student ask about it, masters no less. Did anything else strike you as odd about her? And when did you meet her, please? I'm sorry, I should have asked that first.
I mean, she'd had a bit to drink by the time she asked. But this was, well, uh, must have been August sometime, I think.
Write that down. Uh, When when she was about, was there anyone that was you noticed it's taking an undue interest in her at all, and maybe following her around, gaze lingering a bit too long?
Uh, I, you can make a persuade roll here.
Oh boy,
Oh boy.
right under the wire.
Uh, it wasn't too out there, but I mean, uh, was a guy who did uh, need a bit of telling off from her. Yeah. Nothing too bad, just needed like 2 or 3 no's before he took the hint. That's why I had to ban him, and well, he ain't gonna. He'd run out of customers real fast if he was banned from advertising around here.
Advertising. Could you describe this man for me? Height, build.
I know it. Well, I know his name. It's Bob Palmer, but
Palmer or Parmer?
Palmer. Uh,
Yeah, get it.
he's tall, dark, pretty thin, black hair, thin beard and mustache. He pretty much. I've only ever seen him here or uh, at his office. He's a dentist. And does does the fang capping for a lot of folks.
Thank you.
Even at his office, he was all in black and like wear a pentagram.
Hmm. Any other distinguishing accoutrement? Anything he likes to wear?
He he's big into the vampire scene. I mean, of course he is. He does a capping, but well, uh, s- he's. She drops her voice a little. He's one of them feasters, you know.
Okay, I can extrapolate what that means, but Merzendi, I've also seen a lot of detective shows. Surely Russ is smart enough to put two and two together. I got an 18 int.
Probably smart enough to, yeah.
Uh, Russ nod knowingly. Yeah, I understand. Uh, does he, um, aside from the cloak that he likes, does he wear anything else? Hat, special type of shoes?
Not that I could say, but like I said, I only met him here at his office. He's not one of them crazies that wears like a hat inside.
No.
But, yeah. He when he's here, it's usually tight bodysuit, cloak, or coat to cover it for when he's walking around outside. Yeah, yeah. The trouble he was given, what was her name? Laurie, was it? Yeah, he wanted her to be one of his one of his subs. As if three ain't enough for him already.
Thank you. It writes this down. And Miss Ward, are there any clientele that you have had banned here that you think could commit such an act, or any characters that you simply find uncomfortable in your establishment?
I don't like banning folk, but you can give another persuade roll.
Okay.
He just
God,
doesn't
thank
miss.
God.
But there is, there are some other folk I don't like, but that are into feast. Yeah. For basically anyone that's into feasting, it's just given us bad name. Like there's this, and one that comes to mind, one that really makes me feel off. Is this young kid called Gregor. It's like 20, 21 or something like that. I don't ban him because I do feel a bit bad, but you ever look at someone and you see there's nothing going on in their eyes?
Unfortunately, ma'am, that is something I have come across in my profession, yes.
Yeah, Gregor's like that. He and his buddies, they're big into feasting shit. Uh, but he he ran away from home. I can tell you where he might be staying, and of course where Dr. Palmer's office is. If either of those would help.
Both would be immensely helpful, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, and as well, Gregor, he works at a tattoo place. It's just off Hobbs Court. Jesus Wept is what it's called. Well,
Gregor does?
y- say again, sir?
Did she say Gregor works there?
Yes.
As an artist or an janitor? What does he do?
I think he's an artist, but I. This is just stuff I heard. It's, one of the things I. This and the feasting is part of what had made me a little antsy about Gregor, because I. I heard the guy who runs Jesus Wept. Adam Pyle, I think he's called. He's, well, I heard he did time for attacking a little girl. Uh, Anyone who voluntarily works for a man like that, it's. I know money must be tight, but still.
I understand. You said this man's name was Adam Pyle?
Yeah, think so.
Alright. Could you give me a description for Gregor, please?
Oh, sure, he's, just check, did I write that down on his sheet? No, you'll have to give me just a moment.
That's fine.
The web
I
keeps growing
didn't-
bigger.
I didn't think to do this, but now that I thought about it, I really I forgot that back then they totally had little pocket recorders with tape. I should be recording all this. Oh well, it's all getting written down.
Oh, the dictaphone, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally forgot that was a thing I could have bought, but I didn't, so I don't have it. I'll buy one after the session.
Not a bad idea with the rampant corruption that is permeating this plot already.
Well, that and it's easier
Uh,
to share information with people rather than just sharing a notebook around where I can just go back to the party and play the entire conversation on a dictaphone.
True.
oh, of course, I'm silly. Here we are. He's short, skinny, pale, long, straight black hair. Always wears black. T-shirt, jeans, boots. Sometimes a long trench coat. Lots of black leather accessories like studded collar, studded bracelets. Usually has makeup on like Egyptian style, like Aya Horus. You know that?
I do indeed, ma'am.
Yeah. It's got a few piercings. Nose, each ear, tongue stud, and his teeth. He got Dr. Palmer to put those as permanent fang caps in for him.
Fake cap teeth. All right. Any tattoos?
Uh, I don't know. I don't think so, but wouldn't surprise me. I type of feeling he was giving me. I tried not to see him naked any.
Fair enough, ma'am. All right. So, before we wrap this up, is there anything you can think of within the last couple of weeks that has stood out to you in particular? Anything odd or strange, strange sounds, strange smells, strange noises at evening around 10 to a bit after midnight?
Uh, Make a luck roll. I'm going to want a pretty hard success here.
That's under player. Oh wait, hang on. Is luck an actual stat?
Far right
Yes.
middle one.
Oh, there it is. No, I rolled a 95 Merzendi.
Okay. No, nothing I can think of.
Uh, Thank you very much for your time. Hang on, let me switch over. Miss Ward. If you can think of anything else, and if you could talk to your bartenders on shift about anything they might have noticed, I would much appreciate it. This is my card for you to contact me. If you cannot contact me, you should be able to contact my partner, Agent Saunders. Um, oh, and one last thing. For the time being, if there are any women who are walking alone at night, I would suggest that they walk in pairs or
Agreed.
take a cab home.
Yeah, I'll be making sure no one leaves by themselves.
Right? Well, thank you very much for your time. Again, if you need anything from me or if anything comes up at all, you can contact me at the FBI office, and I'll extend his hand for a handshake.
Yeah, she shakes hand.
Give her a nod, and then walk out.
Yeah. So, while Russ is upstairs, I know what's about to happen to Saunders, but what
Oh
are
boy.
either Dr. Lancaster or Officer O'Connor trying to do?
Um, I don't I don't think there's really much more Lancaster can do. Her skill set is very much like there's a crime scene rather than let me investigate the minutia of details or things that could be attached to the case. So
Deafening silence. Hello?
Hello.
hello.
Okay.
And well, then what's O'Connor doing?
I want to ask a while ago, was Bob Palmer the guy he didn't want to mention?
Yes, it took some doing to get Magnus to mention Bob Palmer.
Okay. I guess I'd be asking if he's here.
Sure, you can go ahead and make a persuade roll to. Are you doing anything to make people more likely to talk to you? Like, are you flashing cash, buying drinks, that sort of thing?
I can buy drinks.
Sure. So go ahead and make a persuade roll.
I'll have Lucie fall around just in case.
What's your persuade?
Mine?
Yeah.
Nah.
Is it 15?
It's base.
All right. It's still 15. Mine's also 15.
Oh boy.
I'm more just here if a fist fight breaks out, I can snap someone's arm for you.
Hmm.
All right.
Can you get bonuses to rolls if like you do certain things?
Yes.
All right. So let's say first I want to look around to see people who have fangs specifically. So I know that's kind of his entire thing, right?
Yeah.
Would that be a spot hidden?
Uh, yeah, but I think we can just skip that. There are plenty of people who are just happily showing them off.
All right. And then Could I or psychology see how best to approach these people?
I won't need you to make a roll for that. Yeah, buy more drinks. Relax with them. Maybe offer some cash.
I could do that. What was that? Bump it up if I do all that.
Uh, let's see. Buying beer is giving you an extra 15. Since you did specify looking for people who were going to who um, will have used Palmer's services, you can have another 10 on that. And then if you want to throw money, it's like $1 per percentage point.
Wait, so if I just hand someone a crisp Benjamin, I just ought to succeed?
Yeah, hold up a
Uh,
second.
Here, yes.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I'll
Lucie,
do them all, but
is going to hand O'Connor a fucking $100 bill from her wallet.
oh, you have $100 in your wallet.
I have a lot of. Just take the fucking money.
Okay. All right. I find
That
most
will be
approachable person.
$100 from my cash on hand.
I guess I'll approach the most approachable person, and talk to them, and when they start getting cagey, I'll slide them the crisp $100 bill.
Sure. Yeah, with that, they will take it and happily tell you about Bob Palmer. He's it's mentioned that he's a dominant S&M junkie and the major fang maker of New York. Some he's maybe a bit too sadistic, and he styles himself as like a vampire lord with 3 female brides who are like full-time slaves for him. And you can give a luck roll as well.
Okay. That'll be 75.
Yeah, like mentions. Yeah, that poser you came in with, uh, Simon Magnus or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's one of Palmer's friends.
Oh, is Palmer here right now? He sounds so cool. I should meet him.
Are you being sarcastic or genuine when you say that?
Why not?
He's nah, he's not here now. He's closed up his shop for holiday.
Are his brides here?
Nah, they'll have gone with him.
Hmm.
That someone mentions.
Could you
Nah, man.
Could you elaborate on that? Closed over holidays in October? Does he celebrate Halloween differently than normal people?
Yeah, like what? He's not gone anywhere, man. He's still at his place. He just got like he's got guests. What
Where's
what
this
do you
place?
mean guests? Like those smoking hot Germans that were in with that were here a couple of days back? Yeah, they're staying with him. Oh man. And yeah, his
Oktoberfest.
place. He's office on Vestry Street down by Dockside.
You. Oh, he's a doctor.
He's a dentist. It's
That's not a doctor. That's a dentist.
Well, you could be a doctor and both practice dentistry. You would just have a doctorate in
I
teeth stuff.
I guess that's fair. That's fair.
That means he just really, really likes teeth.
yeah, he's it's a combo office and like house for him. And like you know for sure he's gonna have some something fun in his basement. Oh yeah,
Mm.
that's probably why he went Dockside get a place actually with a basement.
Well, Lucia, do you have any questions you'd like to ask? Because I think that's it for me.
When you mentioned the German guests, is Palmer, Dr. Palmer, is he German? Does he celebrate Oktoberfest?
Uh, nah, I think they're just fuck buddies.
Alright. That's all I got from.
Yeah, I mean, should probably go link back up with Simon and other guys.
So
Oh,
speaking of,
Simon's been invited.
since he got himself lost a bit after you made him admit like the folks here see him as a poser. He's around, but he is was not ruining the vibe for you so much.
I mean, I meant that he was like exposing them and like the culture and all that, making it like in the public eye, not he himself as a poser.
Well,
Containment breach.
but yes, speaking of coming back to the other guys, so Jameson Lee Saunders.
Howdy.
Uh, yeah, so what you were doing to try to seem cool was taking drugs, yeah?
Hell yeah.
And the unfortunately, I mean, it certainly made you seem cool. Unfortunately, PCP is a dissociative hallucinogen, often creating paranoid schizophrenic symptoms in the user and making the user able to ignore pain.
Oh no! That's really bad on a Vietnam vet.
Yeah,
We're going back to the jungles, boy.
Oh no.
He's gonna
But that's
pull his
his-
service weapon out and start shooting people.
No,
Well,
but
that's
I
hard.
go
His actual
skin
gun.
an immigrant in an alleyway.
So, think I think most I think you won't find Saunders when when the rest of you link back up.
I gotta point to Russ. I'm like, did you see Saunders?
Yeah, where's your partner?
I assume he went off with the three of you as I went in alone.
He was with us for a bit, then he walked off. Is he?
How many
Might
drinks
be.
did he have?
No, he went to go talk to people doing drugs.
Uh-huh.
Simon, did you see where he went?
I will make a spot hidden roll for Simon.
He's in the ceiling.
I lost track of him. The last I saw, he was like you said, he was talking with someone, with people doing drugs, and I think he might have. I think he might have had some. Guy he was chatting to, they seem to be getting on real good. Like, like a type where they would be sharing a hit.
A hit of what exactly?
That I didn't see, but
Right. Best case scenario, it's marijuana and he's having a good time. Worst case scenario, he's high on bath salts. So we should find him.
Has he done bath salts before?
I don't know what everyone's preference is.
No, I don't know what his preferences are. I just don't like just the range of options we have here for him to be consuming.
Yeah, I guess.
I'll just turn around on a heel and walk back in, I guess. And then look around for.
I want to follow you, Russ.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I see him from just trying to look around?
You can go ahead and make spot hidden rolls.
You're
Roll
either
the
going to be very
20 for
happy or
me.
very sad.
All right. You don't see Saunders, but you do see that there's a bit of a commotion going on near the bathrooms.
All right, start heading over there.
Oh no.
All right. Saunders. Could you? Yes, you do have a damage bonus. Could you roll me a d3 plus a d4, please?
Oh,
Oh,
I
no.
sure can. Is it time for me to get into a hobo fist fight in the bathroom? Oh, fuck yeah. Let's do it. Oh, baby, max damage! I fucking killed that guy!
That, this is to yourself, so...
I fucking killed Hell yeah! No,
So
Also-
take 7 points of damage. So this is a mechanic I wasn't expecting to come up anytime soon. You have taken half of your current hit points in a single attack. Could you roll Constitution times 5, please? If you fail, you have
sure.
gone into system shock and passed out.
Honestly, that's probably for the best, but let's see.
The song that's playing in the fucking LA Noir OST right now is hilarious.
75, okay. Oh, no, I'm still awake. Tragic.
Okay. So, you three, when you make your way through and into the bathroom, you see Saunders, now fully topless, staring into a broken mirror with blood pouring from his cut open knuckles.
Jim, what the hell, man?
O'Connors, do you have a medical kit on you?
Start snapping his fingers. Jim,
It's in the trunk of the car.
Jim just has that 1,000
Alright.
yard stare. You can
You're
definitely
going to
tell he's
go-
just been yelling at himself.
You're gonna go do triage on him. And with what you have on you, I'm gonna go get that first aid kit for you. I'll be back. Lucie's gonna go off and go do.
Merzendi took off his shirt. He's carrying Merzendi. He's a gun in his hands.
No, it's still in the holster.
Oh,
Okay.
thank God.
That is good.
Let me know when I come back with the first aid kit, Merz.
Yeah. You
So
want a first aid roll for
is-
this?
And,
Is
lean over and
Russ snapping
snap my
enough to
finger.
like snap Jim out of it, or is he like in the sauce?
Deep in the sauce, I think. Unless Russ, you have any sort of skill that would, oh dear, the unfortunate thing is the skill that would be most applicable here would be psychoanalysis.
No, Merzendi. Instead, I will use my skill. Where'd it go? Oh my god, where is this? Nope. Oh man, where'd it go? I will use my skill Cthulhu Mythos.
Yeah, just summon a demon.
I'm just
Hell
going
yeah.
to cast the spell on him. It's gonna be great.
Okay, so we went
Nightmare.
from we went from like the toaster caught fire to we poured oil over the toaster that's on fire.
Yeah, I started with 12 in Cthulhu Mythos. Might as well use it.
You can attempt to instinctively cast a spell, I
I'm not
suppose.
going to. No.
Probably for the best.
There's no reality in which casting the Cthulhu shit here helps.
I don't know what you mean. I have already drawn the yellow sign on the door.
Well, I mean,
By the 9, I'm tweaking.
You want a first aid roll to check his wounds?
Yeah, though that's probably best for when Lucie gets back.
I did tell
Since
O'Connor
she
to
has
do
the
triage.
actual first aid kit.
he just fucked up his knuckle. You don't really need emergency medical care.
Still, it would be
You
good. Like,
took half of your hit points in the amount of blood you've lost.
it would still be good.
That
to
means
wrap
I
it up
have
with
half my
something
blood
and
left,
put a belt
Merz.
over the arm to stop the blood flow until I come back with a med
All
kit.
right.
This ain't shit.
Jim, do
is
you
gonna
know
just
where you
fucking
are?
scream into the mirror, though. This wordless battle cry of rage puts his dukes up.
Just gonna
You
wait
son
for
of
him
a
to stop.
bitch!
Gonna wait for him to stop screaming. Jim, do you know where you are?
Doesn't even acknowledge you.
Jim, who's the president?
continues to not acknowledge you. Begins shadow boxing at the mirror.
Savin,
Yes.
Saunders, could you roll me 2d3, please?
Sure.
You want to roll? Okay, this is going to last for the next 4 hours.
Hell yes.
Yes, I'm not going to ask for a first aid roll to like just stop him from bleeding out. Like
You wouldn't happen to have a
triage. But so we will just move forward to when Lucie gets back with the actual proper first aid kit.
Maybe you should just put cuffs on him.
Would you
I
happen
think that's
to
a
have a sedative in there? And I'm fairly certain he would break you if you tried.
Yeah, do not put the man tripping balls in a restraint. Are you fucking... Here you go, first aid kit.
I will ask a third time. Do you have a sedative?
On me?
I
In
don't.
the
I don't,
first
think,
aid kit.
I don't think there's one in here. Is there one in here, Merce?
I don't think that's a thing in standard first aid kits.
Yeah, they don't care around fucking pork-feeded first aid kits, unfortunately.
Does Jim carry his
Russ
shrink
will
gun in his trunk?
deeply sigh and just look after him for a minute, turn around, walk out, and then is going to go to the bartender again, and then write on a notepad, need a powerful downer, and then just point towards the bathroom.
Just a deep sigh and yeah, that can be arranged for you for like
I have money.
$50.
Yep. I'm gonna hand over $50 and then write for the cleanup, and then hand over another 100.
All right.
Lucie will
What
give the...
kind of a downer is it? Is it a pill? Is it a drink?
I don't know drugs that well, so
Quick DM intro.
this the you
How
go.
do I
Sorry.
Xanax this man?
Yeah.
Basically, I'm trying to
probably
give
a
him a
pill.
barbiturate, but every time I think about barbiturates, it's when rich people on the silver screen would mix in with their water.
Then yes, it is probably a pill.
Lucie is going to give whatever the equivalent to the system's help action is to O'Connor to do this medical check.
Okay.
I have first aid. I don't have medical.
This is first aid.
All right.
Are
Are you sure he wouldn't just take it? You told him it was a drug.
Okay, so you are trying to get him to take it. Yeah, if you want to try to convince him to, you would again need to do like psychoanalysis. If you want to try to administer it, this would, I think, be more medicine than first aid. First aid is, what you'll be doing to fix up his hands.
Hmm.
I have a 50 in medicine, so I could administer the pill. I could just help you administer the first aid,
Yeah.
and then you could help me make him take the pill.
Yeah, it works.
I think we should prioritize the gash in his hand because he's losing an insignificant amount of his blood.
I mean, I need so shadow box right now. It's kind of hard to do anything to the
Yeah.
calls out.
That is true. All right, let's do the medicine first. What do I roll with getting assistance on a skill?
I'm checking.
So what exactly are you going to do?
Are you asking me or O'Connor?
I'm asking the people who are trying to do something to Jim.
We're trying to administer the medicine that you went and got.
I feel like that's going to be
Yeah.
difficult when he's fucking running around punching. Just
Yeah,
so
like,
you know.
How?
We could always just fight him.
You could try to knock him out. Yes.
You have a 75 in martial arts and a punch. I could probably knock the daylights out of him.
You better hope that you do it with the first one, because he's also really good at hand-to-hand combat.
That's the problem. I don't know if I could do it in the first one.
I mean, just roll max damage like I did.
Yeah. Actually, does Lucie have a damage bonus? I need to check. Good, she does not. But with martial arts, there would actually be a legitimate chance she accidentally killed him,
Because
and that would.
That would be embarrassing.
Yeah.
if he doesn't take these drugs, calling an ambulance and having the strongmen take a bunch of strong boys pin him down and then take him to the hospital.
All right, so we're all game for Lucie fucking giving this man a mean right hook so he stops doing
Well,
dumb
no,
shit.
because then you can just kill him.
No,
Well,
no,
not
she can't. I checked. She doesn't have sufficient damage bonus to do it in one hit.
Not unless
Well,
if
like, to accidentally
unless
kill
I
him
tack
in one
on
hit.
martial
Although-
arts, which I'm not trying to kill him, so I'm not doing that.
Realistically, though, calling the ambulance might actually be the movie, honestly.
Yeah.
Don't do
Right.
that. Fuck.
No,
Rather
okay,
than just
no.
fucking jumping him.
Okay, guys, we're at a club. Well, let's just get the bouncers to help. We'll pin him down. We'll drug him up, and then we'll bundle him into the car.
Okay.
Yes,
sounds
actually,
good.
there are bouncers. So yes, you can
just get, like,
with
We got a
with-
tweaker.
sufficient force of bodies. Because I do not have stats for bouncers.
with like
Savin,
3 or
are you okay with us just saying with sufficient force of bodies, Jameson gets pinned down in a grapple?
Yes, although I would like to just do like a couple of these. He goes down fucking swinging, holy. Max damage on the bonus die every time. These guys are coming around with
Please,
black eyes.
You'd accidentally click
I
the
did.
thing that does that as a GM roll.
Well, trust me, everyone else, he's got a mean right hook.
I don't doubt
And a
it.
lot of fucking gamer words for the fucking Vietnamese.
Yeah. All right, and
I paid the
I will-
establishment $100 in 1995 money for this problem.
yes. So this hasn't completely ruined the rapport you built up.
I would
Wait.
argue that it would still be good because, like, you're not letting the tweaker still go crazy in the bathroom. You're getting him subdued.
Um, yeah. I will ask for a medicine roll just to make sure you get the dose right. Medicine or pharmacy, either would work.
Dose? Did we just like get a Xanax from from a sketchy bartender?
You just shove that shit right in.
All right,
You don't even know what that is.
He survived Nam. He can survive this.
Drug overdose is pretty scary. Anyways, I got a medicine of 50. Is anyone assisting me?
I do not have a medicine.
I only have it base.
Yeah.
So it'll be 5. I'm not sure how assisting works.
I'm checking to see if there's because I straight up don't remember, and it's okay. So the only thing that is similar comes in with 7th edition, and it's basically just D&D advantage.
Mm.
Okay.
Handy.
So,
Yeah.
we're doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, when you say D&D advantage, that never mind.
No, it's fine.
Means you roll twice and you take the better result.
Okay.
So
you
we'll
roll-
take the 15 and not the 94.
Indeed. Yeah. All right, Jameson, could you make a con times 5 roll?
Hell yeah. Alright, I think this is 75.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. You're going to be loopy. You're going to be feeling like shit. But this does not completely knock you out, and nor are you still stuck in dissociative hell. You are back properly in control of your actions. You just are, again, a bit fucking loopy.
The
Alright.
scream
Good
of
morning,
battle rage
sunshine.
turns into a ah! Ah!
Good morning, sunshine.
Welcome
Fuck
back.
me.
Where does Jim live?
Texas.
No, in town.
Good question. I have no idea where.
Like, I have an apartment in Chinatown.
That sound no, definitely not there.
Yeah, no, I'm asking. Where does
I know. I don't like. I've only ever been into this part of New York. Although then again, Jim is also fucking rich, so maybe like a loft, not on Broadway, but not too far away. I mean, somewhere fucking here.
Okay, so like an apartment block just off Canal Street.
Yeah.
Wait. Where's that? Are we on this map
Yeah.
you're
like,
pointing out, or
probably like somewhere around. Yeah.
are you like GM pointing? Because I can't see anything.
Can you
You're
not?
desynced.
Oh boy.
I saw where you were vaguely pointing.
Yeah, like I was doing the big pings, and Savin had like a giant
Okay.
arrow. So
Try again.
Actually, wait. He's a Southern man. Yeah. Canal and Lafayette. Right.
All right. Well, Russ
mile
is going to make sure that your hands are bound well enough so you don't drip blood all over your car. Bundle you into the passenger seat, and then drive you home.
I can fix up his hands. Let me do the first aid check.
And I am assisting you.
So first roll, bad roll. Then the second roll.
Okay.
Much better.
All right.
I don't maim you
That
for life.
is, in fact, an extreme success. So, Saunders, you get 3 hit points back.
Woohoo!
You fixed my carpal tunnel.
Normally, it'd only be D3, but because you passed under 1/5 of your roll, you can maximize that.
Cool.
So, Saunders, what happened? What do you remember last?
This fucking twink drugged me. We're having a nice conversation. And he just dropped a pill in my drink.
Are you certain that you just didn't do your own drugs yourself?
I've had harder shit than this. Just wasn't expecting it. Supposed to take all that shit all at once?
Merzendi, I rolled a 10. Is this man lying to me?
That's a saving question.
Surely there's a deception skill in this game.
Fast talk, yes.
Fast talk, perfect. I have a 5% in that. Fuck yeah.
I don't think
It's not impossible for you to win here.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Jim's fucking fibbing his bricks off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, alright. Well, let's ease up on the paperwork then. Do you want to pick up anything to eat before I drop you off at home? I'll just walk home from there. Take a cab.
That's the fucking Golden Arches.
You cut out for me.
Just the fucking Golden Arches.
Alright. Well,
Gets high on PCP at a goth club, nearly bleeds out from hand, goes to McDonald's.
provided nothing happens before the morning. Do you want to meet? Do you all want to meet up at a diner? Compare notes.
Magnus will speak up. There's a quite nice restaurant I know. It's just on Canal Street, the Itchy Leng.
What time does it open?
9 o'clock.
All right, meet you all there at 9:30. I got some information the from the proprietor, and I have some people to sniff out.
I got some information as well I can share.
All right, compile our notes. Meet at where again? On Canal.
Itchy Leng. It's a corner of Mercer and Canal.
Ichi Lang restaurant.
Itchy leg.
Very well. Meet you all in the morning, 9:30 sharp.
That's good.
Fuck me, man.
Before you go, Saunders, could you make a luck roll?
Absolutely. Alright. Damn it.
You spent all your luck not overdosing on PCP.
I would say that was the bad luck leaving my system for the rest of the campaign.
Okay, because Russ did pay like $100, I'm not going to have the cops called on you on a regular fail. Yeah, that would be a very premature end to Saunders' participation in the task force.
Day one.
You did what?
You did what?
Yeah, yeah. So, I think this is a good place to call it before
Hmm.
anything else.
Anything else goes wrong?
So, I congratulations on really just doing something incredibly unexpected.
You're welcome. See, for once I get to be the one who causes problems on purpose.
It's impressive, honestly.
That went far better than I could have ever dreamed.
And here is what my fucking corkboard looks like at the end of this session.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's cool as hell. Hold on, put that on
Oh
here.
yeah.
What
that
is your
cool.
favorite McDonald's meal? I assume Jim's favorite McDonald's meal would be like Big Mac meal supersized with a side of nuggets and barbecue sauce.
Absolutely.
I'm a double quarter pounder kind of person.
I'll pick that up for you and just drop you off, you and your car off at home, and then walk home to Chinatown.
So, Merz, important closing question that I know the
Yes.
answer to already, but it's important to ask. Did Jim pick up the number of any cute goth girls?
No.
Hell yes. Perfect victory.
So, fun fact about the corkboard I was working on: for the longest of time, uh, fucking Simon was on the peoples of interest, but as more and more lines and concerning things were coming from Maud Palmer, I just dragged him into suspects.
Oh,
I
That's
really
fair.
hope the BDSM daddy with his Brides of Dracula is just a red herring. It's
Oh, I'm
it's
almost
too
certainly that he
obvious,
is.
right?
Oh, I'm
It
almost certain.
probably is, but
Yeah.
right now it's the only lead we have.
Well, no, we have two. There's also Gregor, but the thing is, they might both be red herrings.
And also, Gregor and Bob Palmer are like kind of interlaced because they're both feasters.
Yeah,
So
it's probably someone in the. It might be someone in the feaster community, but we don't know because
yeah.
right now, basically none of us know for certain that real life Gribblies exist.
I think
Mhm.
we should go
Yeah.
investigate that Adam Pyle individual because he might be a kitty diddler, and if so, we can shoot him.
Ooh.
Yeah. Um, you are in fact the police. You can just pull his criminal record.
Oh boy, will Russ do that.
Yeah, we're doing
Well,
that
Also,
stuff in the
his
morning.
tattoo
Lucie
parlor
isn't the
is
police,
right
she's just
across
a
from the first
consultant.
mortar. So, like, he certainly is in the area.
Lucie isn't the police, she's a consultant. She is not a peacekeeper.
You're not. The rest of, well, sorry. You're not a cop, then we have an actual cop, and then we have two glowies. One of whom is really good at his job, one of whom is really bad at his job.
Yeah. This is. Oh, you also have what is apparently now like your lead suspect tagging along with you.
Yeah.
That's Lucie's perspective, which she's not gonna share in front of Simon for obvious reasons.
All right. Merzendi. You can close out the session. Then I have a question. If Russ can pick something up in the morning on his way, or if that's something I need to go for. I want to buy a microcassette recorder.
I think just feel free to add one. You still have plenty of spare money.
So, is XP a thing in Call of Cthulhu?
I sort of. Could everyone go through and untick all of the skills on your sheet, please? 'Cause now
Untick
it
them?
doesn't matter. Yes, untick them.
Okay.
My sheet looks so empty
Yeah.
now.
So now, when you do something in a involving a skill that is particularly impressive or dramatic, you get an experience tick in that skill. That's what the little tick boxes are properly for.
So, Mers, can I
Then
tick
when
Fist Punch?
yes, I'll allow it.
Hell yes.
Leveling, like actually doing your experience checks, requires a break from adventuring. Although for the purposes of this game, I'll just allow you to do one at each day when you go home to turn in. You need to attempt to make a roll against that skill, and then you want to fail it, because that proves you have.
Man.
Unfortunate. That is showing. Yes, this was something you didn't know before, and you now have learned.
Oh man, RNG based
only do-
leveling? Oh god.
Can you
Yes,
only do that if you've had something ticked from using it?
yes.
Okay. Because I don't think that, like, I succeeded on all my persuades, but I didn't do any. I was just doing cop stuff. It wasn't that impressive.
Yeah. You did it a lot on your knowledge checks, but unfortunately you can't get XP checks in knowledge rolls.
Yeah, it's fine.
Um.
Alright, well.
Yeah. And whenever you get a special success, you are meant to get it. So O'Connor gets one in or is it special?
Crusade.
For now, I'll say special. I will check in full detail later, so you can have an experience check in first aid.
Woo.
Woo.
My dice didn't behave this week.
No.
If you're watching on the
I don't
stream or YouTube,
appreciate-
thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for Mers and Warhammer. Till then, adios. Do take care.